Gamo.
Thank you po, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, when the President affixed his signature, malamang po bilang Presidente, ang iniisip niya yun talagang this will do good. These projects, this fund will be translated into projects that will protect lives and properties. Inaasahan po ng Presidente na magiging maganda ang gagawin ng agency kung saan pinaglalaanan niya ng pondo. Bakit ko po ito nasabi na the allegation lack in substance? Because wag po nating kalimutan that during the SONA, the President himself called the attention of those hearing officials na sa paniniwala niya, nagkandasira-sira ang maganda niyang plano dahil sa maling pag-i-implement po. I hope everybody in Congress will remember that ni-remind ng Presidente. Kaya hindi ko po makita yung kamay niya dito dahil siya mismo nag-remind kung paano, anong ginawa niyo sa pinagkatiwala ko sa inyo. Thank you po.
This should be the last of the last.
Yes,
The
Madam
Honorable
Chair.
Elect. We move to the Honorable Benny Abante.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'm so glad that Congressman Risa is here so that I could be able to somehow answer some of the comments he made, no? But first of all, I'd like to commend the chairman of the Committee on Justice. Ako, gusto ko nang i-close to eh. Pero the thing is, the chairman of the Committee on Justice would like to, yung himayin po niya ang kasong ito. Oo. Para hindi naman tayo sabihin ng taong bayan na minamadali po natin ito. So I really would like to commend the chairman of the Committee on Justice in being fair in doing this. Hindi ko po kinukuha yung suporta niya. Ngayon, ito. Before I go to the sufficiency of substance, hindi po ako abogado. Pero nagbabasa rin po ako eh. Di ba? O ito. There are some controlling doctrines and legal basis. Yan legal basis, no? When the issue concerns sufficiency in substance. Ayan. Number one, an impeachment complaint. Tapos paniniwala ko, is sufficient in substance when it alleges specific ultimate facts. Ayan, ang pagkakaalam ko. Bilang nandito po ako sa Kongreso for the past 15 years. Okay? Which if assumed true, constitute an impeachment offense. For example, like culpable violation of the Constitution, or treason, or bribery, graft and corruption, or other high crimes, or betrayal of public trust. Number two, I'm not trying to lecture you on law. Ito lang po yung narinig ko, nabasa ko, naintindihan ko. All right? The following, the following must be present. For example, like identification of the respondent as an impeachable officer. In-identify niya ang Pangulo ng Pilipinas, for example, o VP or Supreme Court Justice, whatever it is, or specific acts or omissions alleged, not conclusions, like betrayal of public trust is standing alone. Ayan. Number three, a clear link between the acts and a constitutional impeachable ground. Facts that show how the acts amount to, for example, bribery, graft, global violation of the Constitution, nangyari. Number four, the time, the place, the context, and the participation. Who did what? When? Where? How? Enough for the respondent to understand the charge and for the committee to assess whether the ground is facially present. Ayan. Number five, not mere general allegations. Kaya po ako nung isang araw, medyo nag-walk out na kasi puro mere allegation na rinig ko eh. Hindi naman pinapaliwanag sa atin kung ano yung sufficient informed. Alright, ito ngayon, not mere general allegations. Now, we can accept allegations here. Pero it must be based on evidence. Hindi lang po allegation po ito. Oo. The court has stressed. Ito nalaman ko lang, naintindihan ko. The court has stressed that, I quote, ang sabi, mere allegation is not evidence. End of quote. Now, the House substance requirement is met only if there is, as I understand, and I quote, a recital of facts constituting the offense charge and determinative of the jurisdiction of the committee. Ayan. Yan po ang sabi sa Gutierrez versus House of Representatives Committee on Justice. Oh. At LGR number 193459, February 15, 2011. Parang na akong abogado rito. Nagsasite na ako ng jurisprudence. Ha? O ito. Oh. Number 4, when corruption, for example, is invoked as an impeachment ground, it, as I would quote someone else who is a legal luminary, saying, must be supported by more than bare allegations. End of quote. An impeachment, ito must be exercised with, yun po yung sinabi ng kaibigan ko, si Congressman Risi, due process. Oh. Ito pong ating ginagawa ngayon, in fairness with the chairman of the Committee on Justice, na sa akin po dapat nang tapusin ito. Due process po ang kanyang sinasabi dito. And what? And fairness. Sa akin po, hindi na fair sa amin . Fair na po doon sa mga endorsers ng impeachment process na ito . Fair na po yan sa inyo . O ito, gusto ko na pong banggitin yung issue number 1, no? Issue number 1, yung tinatawag nating BBM parametric formula na binanggit ng dating Secretary Bonoan. Di ba? Yun ang sabi niya . O, sa akin po, hindi sufficient in substance po ito and should be dismissed as the initiatory state for failure to what? To plead facts constituting an impeachable offense as an act or omission of the respondent. Hindi naman po na ipaliwanag yung tinatawag nating BBM parametric formula. Whether it be explained by the former secretary or even explained by the complainants themselves. Oo, na nakalagay po dito. Ito po sabi nila, an indictment of a policy framework. Na gusto ko pong sabihin dito, sufficiency in substance turns out whether the complaint recites facts constituting the charge offense. Not rhetoric, not labels, or even policy disagreement. Dapat ito po ay talagang facts. O yun lang po muna. Yun po yung una kong gusto sabihin at meron pang kasunod dyan. At gusto kong ipangako sa ating Madam Chair, hindi po ako magwo-walk out this time.